This is EY4066 and this is my Light Fantastic project for EY4066. First we have just a brief breakdown of a storyline of my project process. I started off researching, and when I decided I was going to go towards light boxes, I got stuck on the idea of having this box where you have to put one individual light into it, but I slowly moved away then towards having something that can be used within a light that's already in the house but doesn't have to take up a whole light itself. And you can see as I slowly developed all my ideas after feedback and modelling and different processes, I then got this final project here. The user for this project, I think it's such a wide variety of a person. I said it could be anyone, they could have varying ages, interests, lifestyles. So I wanted something that was intriguing for all different sorts of people, so something that they'd have similar interests in or that would be entertaining. My user requirements were to store the light bulb securely so that the goods would be undamaged, that the size would be appropriate and not wasteful, that it did not produce any unneeded waste, not to cause any unnecessary clutter so that the thing would actually be worth keeping, and that it would be quick to assemble and not waste time for the user so that they'd actually be enticed to keep it and not just throw it out. When I first started looking into this, I was looking towards decorations, toys, desk equipment. I wanted something that would add decorative value to a home and something easy to design and put together. And then I started thinking further outside the box, and that's when I moved on to light boxes. I felt that this design here, it was kind of defeat the purpose of someone buying a light because they would have to individually use a light to power this. So then I started moving towards ones that you could sit on top of lamps and you could just take it on and off as you wanted. I felt my design would have to be easy to make, it would have to attract the buyers and create little waste. My initial ideas, I started exploring different shapes for the top. So we have a pointed top, a flat top, and then there was the original box idea. And within my first groups of feedback, they were talking about exploring different shapes to make the box easier to make for myself or for production. Not to overcomplicate it, especially with the rounded top, that would have overcomplicated packaging and processing. And then we moved on to things like fire hazards, so leaving the bulb up against the cardboard for a long period of time, could this cause a fire? So I created this kind of split bottom that you could just sit onto the stilts of a lamp shade. These are just sketches I did along on my way as I was looking into different shapes and the supports to stand on the lampshade. And there's some more. Some good things about my design are it's simple and it doesn't make it any more difficult for stacking on shelves or for retailing. It remains the same size as an average box, which means it's not too big for the bulb, so it keeps it supported and it doesn't create any excess waste. The design needs little effort from the consumer, so they'll be encouraged to actually keep the product and not just toss it away the minute they remove the bulb. Some aspects I'd like to enhance my project. I've decided to move away from just shapes in the top for projecting and to move towards star constellations. This would add an educational value, and because it's such a wide variety of consumers, they'd all have this similarity between star constellations because we all have the sky above us. These are the star constellations I've decided to go with for my set. This is just an example of the way it would project out. We have the split sides which hold it away from the bulb here to prevent heat build-up. And the star constellations will each be punched into the top, and once they're sat on top, they'll project out onto the wall. My design had entertainment values and educational values for the user, and it was a simple design without actually complicating the packaging itself. And this is some of the feedback I received. And then this is my product under the Access FM categories. So we have aesthetic, material, function, size, environment, customer, cost, and safety. And that is it. Thank you.